Welcome to Kino Quickly, I'm your host Disco, and today I watched the new action movie Hard Kill, starring Bruce Willis and Jesse McAuliffe. Right off the bat, I was so excited to see this movie because I haven't seen Bruce Willis in a solid action film in a long time. And after watching this, I still haven't seen Bruce Willis in a solid action movie in a long time. This movie is very disappointing. They get Bruce Willis out of retirement to be in this big action movie, and yet he does nothing in this whole movie. I'm not sure why they were paying Bruce Willis to sit there and do nothing the whole movie. Every scene Bruce Willis is in, he's either sitting or just standing and talking and not really doing anything. Sometimes he points a gun at people, but nothing really happens. He doesn't do any cool backflips or combat rolls or jumps or, the kind of stuff that you know Bruce Willis for. This might be because he's getting up in age, but, I watched a Liam Neeson movie a couple weeks ago, and he was doing all kinds of stuff, backflips, somersaults, everything you can think of, and I think he's older than Bruce Willis. So Bruce Willis really had no excuse for not giving it his 100% in this movie, and it's really sad to see that. I feel really bad for the filmmakers of this movie, because they probably paid a lot of money to get Bruce Willis in their movie, expecting him to do a lot of cool action scenes, but it seems he just refused to do anything. I'd like to see Bruce Willis take more initiative in these coming years with these action movies, or just switch to completely dramatic roles, because if you're not going to do all the cool action stuff in an action movie that people are paying you to do, then I don't know what you're doing even signing up for action movies. When you have the resume of Bruce Willis, you can really do whatever you want, and I'm not sure why he's choosing these action movies when he's just not going to do any action. Now, when it comes to the movie itself, I think it's a pretty alright action movie. I mean, you got guns and, bad guys and good guys and shootouts, but, there's nothing really to grasp onto here, especially when Bruce Willis just constantly interrupts a movie by walking into the middle of a fight scene and just talking, delivering lines, and then walking off screen. This movie's very hard to get through because of Bruce Willis not caring at all throughout this whole movie, and it's very distracting. If Bruce Willis wasn't in this movie, it'd probably get a higher rating because I'd be impressed by some of the lower actors, but he steals the show because you see his face, you say that's Bruce Willis, so your attention goes directly to him, but he's not doing anything throughout this movie, so it's very distracting. I'm not sure why they put him in here besides to direct the audience attention to him. So my rating for Hard Kill is gonna have to be 1 thumbs down. I'm going to reserve the other thumb down because it does have Bruce Willis in it, and it is a treat to see Bruce Willis. I just wish he would have done more in this movie, and I hope he does more in some future movies he's going to star in. So I don't recommend you see Hard Kill. I'd avoid it at all costs, but I do recommend that you have a nice day.